anytime you're kind of put together with the right minds, beautiful things happen.
Everybody gets an opportunity to create, whether they have the money and the financial backing to go get the tools or the equipment. You now can see your ideas come to life in your own community.
Anytime you're trying to build a community, you have to have a place for entrepreneurs to come. And that's why I believe that this will be a great opportunity for Columbus, and not only Columbus, but for the Southeast.
Growing up, I had the majority of the tools that I needed at home. On a meager salary, we figured out how to do things, and we invested in the tools of making at an early age.
People want to learn how to make things with their hands again. I know I don't have all the tools and resources or even know how to do some of the things that I want to do, and we find when we talk to others, they don't. I want my kids to be able to be creative and do things with their hands and figure stuff out like I did when I was a kid.
We realized that there is no support system here in Columbus to help people like us make. We're going to have to create a place in Columbus, Georgia, where makers can get together and help each other out.
We started feeling like there was a groundswell of that same sentiment. And with the maker movement, we started talking a little bit about it and thought, you know what, we should create a space like that.
So Makerspaces is something that just started a few years ago. A makerspace is basically like a gym, but instead of tools that to work your body out, it's tools to build something. So it can go from a wood shop to 3D printers, to laser cutters, to sewing machines, to welding. And normally it's tools that the individual can't afford or can't have them all in his own house or garage. But what's more important than having access to the tools is having access to the people who know how to use these tools. So you get to learn how to use the tools to do what you need. You get to make what you need to make. And then if you want, you get to live out of it.
In math class, teachers usually have you do, like, for ratio and proportions, go ahead and design your dream room or your dream house, and then what? But with 3D printing, with just accessible CAD now, kids could design it on Google SketchUp and they could actually see their design in motion. So it's more tangible and it's exciting and interesting. I think a makerspace like this, it's, oh, I have this idea, I want to create with it. And really, there's no formal education that's needed for creating.
I saw this little quote and it spoke to me so much because it said, be the person you needed when you were a kid. I instantly thought of this place and of how important what I want to do here is, because little 8-year-old Netta really needed a place like this so that she didn't stop creating. So I think a place like this is going to foster at an early age makers and creativity, and less of a consuming culture and more of a culture that believes in solving problems and making things on your own.
Currently I make 3D printed objects and I work with a lot of my students for them to create classroom manipulatives and activities where students use 3D printers.
I have a design studio that makes everything from jewelry to stained glass, lighting installations, kind of a whole gamut. Basically wherever my curiosity and creativity takes me, I follow.
I mean, this space right here is 8,500 square feet, and out of nothing, a lot has really appeared. And again, it's because of people that share the same values. This chair that I'm sitting in, I've got 20 of them because Troy University thought that this was a good project and they wanted to help support us. We have 20 desks that we got from a troupe in Atlanta. There was an OBGYN clinic here in town that upgraded their computers, so they gave us their 15 older computers. In the last 7 months, we have totaled up more than 1,500 volunteer hours from people helping us do over 35 different events. I'm really thankful for all the people that have already pitched in to get us to where we are right now. But we still have a ways to go.
The first thing we need, and this may be apparent to you by now, is we need air conditioning in this place. We can't expect the community to come in here and pay us a membership and have to deal with this.
We need a large-scale CNC machine. We need some ventilation systems in here for, to get rid of some of the dust and to get rid of some of the fumes that might be generated from a few things that we may do. We need bathrooms in here.
The reality is it costs us money to have internet, to have electricity, to have this equipment. We also have to make sure that we cover all our costs and insurance and have the proper supplies and the newer equipment as it becomes available. For the Kickstarter, we would very much like your support. We've got arrangements with the various local artisans and craftspeople and technicians and technologists that are willing to make your reward products. Yeah, so when you pledge your support, you're basically helping out the artists. So for those of you that are pledging, and you look at that and say, okay, this is something I would like to support, then get the bumper stickers, get the t-shirts, get the bacon maker, get the jewelry.
If you look at the rewards that we have, you can see the community support, because we have all kinds of artists and entrepreneurs that said, I am going to give this product that I make to you to use for your Kickstarter campaign, because one, I want to share it with other people, and two, I'm hoping that it'll help fund this mission, because then I'm going to have a cool place to go. So the first thing that people can do is support the Kickstarter campaign by finding those rewards that you love, that you think are really cool, and buying them and supporting them.